Hi, my name is Zoe Codd, and humans have lost connection with the natural world. Have you ever stepped outside into the woods or hiked a mountain trail and completely forgotten the daily distractions and anxieties of your life? Well, if you have, then congratulations, you know what it's like to connect with nature. Personally, I know what it's like to connect with nature. I have been hiking and camping and doing general outdoor recreation for years now, and I try to find this blissful experience at least once a day. There's nothing like sleeping under the stars that makes you realize that life and earth are intertwined, and it's such a shame that humans have lost the remembrance of this clarifying fact of nature. Humans used to praise nature for her provisions of everything that we need to survive. We used to know that consciousness is the only separating factor between us and every other species in the world. Today, we believe that humans control the earth. We believe that humans are dominant over nature, and this just isn't true. Val Plumwood, an environmental philosopher for Australian National University, stated that if our species does not survive the ecological crisis, it will probably be due to our failure to imagine and work out new ways to live with the earth, to rework ourselves, and our high energy, high consumption, and hyper-instrumental societies adaptively. Meaning, if disconnect goes undiscovered by most of us, the fate of our species is at stake. We cannot go blindly about repairing the world. If we do, we will fail. And if we fail, we will face the dire consequences of climate change. How are we supposed to erase centuries of authoritarian entitlement and replace that with a bond with the natural world? If we do not understand nature's workings, how will we understand the methods that we can use to fix the environment? 3 things that I believe will help us reconnect with nature are exploration, mindfulness, and a shift in the way that we speak of wildlife. Through exploration, we will not only understand nature's geographical aspects, but we will also know the grandeur of its existence. We will become more curious, and our gratitude for nature will heighten. Our desire for clean outdoor spaces will increase, and we will gain more and more new perspectives that are extremely rewarding. I know this because a lot of my own revelations have taken place while I've been in nature. Mindfulness, it has both personal and environmental benefits. Mindfulness is the practice of presence, and if you practice mindfulness within nature, it leads to reconnection with nature, because if you have nothing else distracting you, then you'll be able to connect with it. And if we use mindfulness to reconnect with nature, this will reaffirm our positive environmental impacts and the practices that we do to do that. 2 studies by educators Nicole Barbaro and Scott Pickett stated that our findings suggest that mindfulness intensifies experiences with natural environments, which may foster a stronger connection with the natural world, and in turn may regulate behavior by making sustainable options more salient. In more simpler terms, the validity of our correlation, or of the correlation between mindfulness and positive environmental interactions is strong. And if we practice mindfulness, we will be able to reconnect. The way we speak of nature directly translates into how we treat it. We have tailored our language into humanistic concepts that aren't based in reality. Noam Chomsky stated in his essay Language and Nature, virtually every aspect of the study of language and mind seems to me to involve unjustified, non-naturalist assumption. Like we say eating a fillet instead of the reality of that we eat a dead cow that was born to be slaughtered. And the literal term of, or the literal definition of the term wild has become negative. It means uncivilized or inhabitable, but instead it really just means to be amongst or live amongst the natural environment. The time is now. If we do not address this, we are unlikely to execute the methods that we need to use to improve the environment, and therefore the existence of all life on Earth will be at stake. If we do, we will understand enough to change our behaviors and influence the environment in a positive way. We will live morally truthful lives, and we will take responsibility for our actions. We will gain gratitude, presence, and appreciation amongst the world, and therefore within ourselves. We will be content with the way that we leave this world when we pass away. All I'm asking of you is to be curious, mindful, grateful, and open to Mother Earth. Explore unfamiliar territories, experience the grandeur of the environment, and contemplate. Pick up the habit of once a week turning your phone off, going outside, and simply being present, being mindful. And intentionally consider the ways that you speak of the environment and how they directly influence the way you treat it. Think of how you can change that. Find your primal connection with Earth and find a better way to treat the environment. Thank you.